All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you are joining us here. My name's Mike Carbon. I'm the athletic trainer with the Occupational Health Department at Cook Children's, and I'm going to be taking you through a nice general warm-up stretching exercise program for about the next 8 or 10 minutes. Couple of things before we get started is we're going to do a series mostly of what we call dynamic and static stretches. Static is more your classic stretch and hold. Dynamic is more movement based like I'm doing right here. These are designed to be generally pretty easy for you to do. I don't want it to be anything too intense. I don't want it to be straining. I don't want you to have any pain or serious discomfort with this. It is just a warm-up exercise. You're getting blood flowing through the muscles, through the joints, getting ready for your shift, with the idea of trying to decrease risk of musculoskeletal injury, sprains, strains, things like that. All right, so we're going to start off with just some over-unders, arms going back and forth. You can alternate arms. You can have the same arm going up, above or below each time, doesn't really matter. All right, now from here, what I want you to do is I want you to take those elbows, I want you to put them right up against your sides, and you're just going to rotate your arms out and back. Okay, nice and easy. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Again, don't take this to the point of pain. We're going to do about 8 or 10 of each of these. So we'll be moving on here. One more. Now from here, I want you to take your elbows up straight about the level of your shoulders and rotate your arms back. Okay, about as far as you can go. Some of the exercises will have a simple version, and then I'll show you a little bit more complicated version, more advanced version. If you want to do those, great. If you want to keep it simple, that's great too. Now from here, you're going to take the arms straight up. We call this a stick 'em up exercise, or like a wall angel type. You want to keep your elbows back, so your hands are going straight up over your head. Again, if you can only go this high, that's fine. If you can go all the way up, great. Okay. All right, now from here, we're just going to drop the shoulders, and we're just going to do a simple shoulder roll. Nice and easy. Now, this is the simple version, keeping your arms down by your sides. If you want to take your arms out with the elbows bent, or even with the arms straight, and do some circles that way, if you want to do like big, huge honking circles, fine. Or if you want to do little circles, or again, if you just want to do it from here, that's great. Now let's turn around and go the other way. So we're going backwards. Okay, same thing. If you want to move the elbows, put the elbows into it, awesome. Straighten out the arms if you want to do that, great. Do big circles, little circles, or just keep it right here. All right, now from here, we're going to move into the upper back. What I want you to do is I want you to fold your arms, front of your chest. You're going to keep your feet still. This is one of the few times I'm going to have you keep your feet and your hips still and move your shoulders without moving your hips. Normally, I don't want you necessarily doing this. You don't want to do a whole lot of twisting when you're working. You want to move, you want to rotate the body as a whole. But we do need a good bit of rotation through our upper spine. And the reality is there are things that are going to require you to twist a little bit, or there are times where you're just going to do it. And so I want to make sure that you have the rotation and the mobility to be able to do it without hurting yourself. Okay, now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to move the whole body as one. Now, if you can see, if you look down at my feet, you see the back foot is pivoting, is turning out. I get on my toes, my heel comes up, and my whole body is moving, and my hips are staying with my chest. When you are rotating, you're lifting boxes, you're lifting bags, you're moving patients, you're doing whatever from side to side, it's important that you keep your hips and your shoulders together and you try to move your whole body as one. You don't want to be doing a lot of this. That's what causes a lot of injuries. Okay, so from here, we're going to extend that arm out and add a little bit of a punch going out to the sides. Nice and easy. Again, make sure you're still breathing. Go at your own pace. If this is a good pace for you, great. If it's too quick, slow it down. If you want to go a little faster, fine, go a little faster. All right, now what I want you to do is go all the way up overhead. Just nice, easy reach. And again, just go as high as you feel comfortable with. And as you see, my other foot is stepping out a little bit. You can do that, or you can just kind of keep it where it is if you want and just stretch side to side. Okay, now we're going to go low with it. So I want you to bend your hip and your knee, and you're just reaching across. Again, if you want to keep your feet set on the ground, okay, but you notice I'm still rotating my hips, keeping my hips with my shoulders. If you want to add both arms, like you're picking something up here, placing it down here, fine, but you're keeping your head and your chest up and you're bending at your hips and your knees. All right, now from here, we're just going to stand straight up and we're going to swivel our hips a little bit. Nice and easy. Again, you can do big, huge circles, or you can do small circles. Let's turn around and go back the other direction. You do a few one way, then you go back and do a few the other way. We're just loosening up those hips. All right, let's go back the other way a few times, and then we'll move on. Okay, now from here, we're going to just go into a march, just a simple march with our feet, just picking up the knees, just nice and easy. You can keep your feet low, you can keep your knees low, feet low to the ground, or you can lift them up. Yeah, it's a little bit more advanced if you want to get your knees up. If you want to make it even a little bit more challenging, you can grab the back of your leg and pull up a little bit. Okay. And then the last variation of this is grabbing the front of the knee and giving yourself a nice big hug while you're doing it. Now, you notice I'm slowing down because if I try to go the same speed I was before, I'm probably going to throw myself off balance. And it's a lot more movement. It's going to cause me to start breathing really heavy, and I don't feel like breathing all that heavy. Again, this is a warm-up. We're just getting loose. Okay, now from here, I want you to take one knee and bring it across. Just bring it across your body. Again, you see my whole upper body is twisting, my whole torso, my shoulders and my hips are basically staying together. All right, now from here, we're going to move on to what we call a gate opener. We're going to take the knee across, and then we're going to take a circle out away from the body. So this is what we call just opening the gate or gate openers. Just like you're stepping over something. Take the knee across, lift the foot up and over, and then place it back down. Okay, so since we have an opener, what else do we need? We need a closer. So we go from the outside in. Now this one you want to take your time a little bit more on. You try to go really quick. You see I can throw myself off balance real easy. Take your time, get used to this, especially the first few times you do this. It's just different, okay? Not used to doing this. One more. Now let's move on to what we call butt kickers. You're going to pull your feet back, bend your knees so your knees stay down. Legs stay straight, upper legs stay straight. You bend at the knee. And you bring your heels up toward your glutes. Okay, again, warming up the quads, warming up the hamstrings like this. Now from here, what I want you to do is just a simple lunge back and forth. You're going to step out. Your knee is going to go right over your toe. I don't need you way out here. Okay. If you want to drop down and do a deeper lunge, that you're comfortable with that, fine. If not, just keep it right here. So we're going forward and back. We're going to do one more each leg, and then we're going to go sideways. And this is a little bit tricky. Okay. Keep one foot in the same place the whole time. Step out with the other foot. Again, knee goes right over the toe and back together. And then you step out with the other foot, knee right over the toe and back together. Okay? Nice and easy. Back and forth. Good. Couple more on each side. Again, make sure you're still breathing. Don't hold your breath. Very important. Last one right here. Okay. Now from here, go ahead and spread your legs out. You're going to take your hands and slide them down your legs towards your feet, bending at the hips. You can bend a little bit at the spine, but I don't need you way down here like this. Keep your head up. Keep your head and your chest up relatively. Try not to totally cave in. If you don't get all the way to your feet, fine. Don't worry about it. Go as far as you can go. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, that's okay too. To get a good stretch in your hamstring, you don't need to completely lock your legs out. You can have them bend a little bit. It'll just get the stretch a little higher up on the hamstring, and that's fine. Now from here, you're going to take both hands to one side. Hold for a few seconds, about enough time to get a good breath. Then go to the other side. And then back to the middle. Take a good breath. All right, now bring your feet in just a little bit. You're going to put your hands on your knees. Round your back all the way up. Your head stays down. So this is one of the few times I am having you bend at the spine. Now drop your lower back. Okay, as your lower back goes down, your head comes up. We'll go up with the back and down with the head one more time. Okay, and then drop. Good. And last time, round up. Hold for a second. And then come all the way back up here. Now from here, I want you to take your hands, clasp them behind your back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, opening up your chest. Okay, now while we're doing this, let's go ahead and get a little stretch in the neck. Let's lean our ear toward one shoulder. Okay. And then lean the other ear toward the other shoulder. Nice stretch through the neck. Okay. Now bring one arm across and hold right here. Put your other hand behind the upper arm and pull in toward your chest. Now switch here and hold. Nice and easy. Now take that first arm, bring it up over your head. Try to pat yourself on the back. Place the other hand on top of the elbow and gently pull. Give you a nice stretch through your tricep and through your lats and your side. And then switch to the other side. You may feel that you're a little tighter on one side than the other. Don't worry about that. That's normal. Good. And we're going to finish up with arms going up and a little bit more stretch over to the side and really opening up that cage and over to the other side. Good. And take your fingertips, press them into the ceiling. Deep breath in, breathe out one more time. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out as your arms come back down. Roll them out, shake it out a little bit. That's it.